The year was 3210, and humanity had colonized vast swaths of the Milky Way. Among the many explorers and traders that plied the spaceways were the pirates of the Star Chaser, a sleek vessel captained by Alexei Ace Kozl. Ace was a tall, broad-shouldered man with piercing blue eyes and a sharp mind, and he led his crew with a mix of fearlessness and cunning that made him the most successful pirate in the sector. Ace's crew was a diverse group of individuals, each with their own unique skills and personalities. There was Mia, the ship's mechanic and ace pilot, whose sharp tongue and quick wit belied her exceptional technical prowess. Jax was the brawny enforcer, always ready to get his hands dirty. Raze was the quiet and mysterious marksman, whose precise shooting and enigmatic nature made him an object of fascination among the crew. But for all their camaraderie and shared sense of adventure, the Star Raiders had never embarked on a mission as dangerous as the one that lay before them. It all started when they intercepted a transmission from a group of rogue scientists, who claimed to have discovered the location of the Crimson Star, a fabled treasure trove that was said to contain riches beyond measure. The transmission was garbled and incomplete, but it was enough to set Ace and his crew on a course that would take them deep into uncharted territory. They knew that the journey would be fraught with danger, but the lure of untold riches was too great to resist. As the Star Raiders set off into the great unknown, they knew that they were not alone. Admiral Thrax, a ruthless commander who had made it his personal mission to capture the Star Raiders and bring them to justice, was hot on their trail. Thrax was a towering figure with a stern face and a cold demeanor, and his reputation for being a skilled strategist and a relentless enforcer made him a force to be reckoned with. The Raiders knew that they had to outsmart Thrax if they were to have any chance of reaching the Crimson Star. They used all manner of tactics to stay one step ahead of their pursuer, from decoys and ambushes to daring escapes and sneak attacks. Along the way, they encountered all manner of dangers, from asteroid fields to hostile alien fleets to rival pirate gangs. Through it all, the camaraderie among the Raiders remained strong. They teased and joked with each other, but they also had each other's backs in times of danger. And as they drew closer to the Crimson Star, their determination to succeed grew stronger with each passing day. Finally, after weeks of travel, the Star Raiders reached their destination. But as they approached the Crimson Star, they realized that the challenge ahead was greater than they had ever imagined. The treasure they had sought was not gold or jewels or rare artifacts, but something far more valuable. It was a map to an even greater treasure, hidden deep within the uncharted regions of space. The Raiders were awestruck by the revelation, but their moment of triumph was short-lived. Thrax had caught up with them and had brought his full might to bear. The Raiders fought bravely, but they were outnumbered and outgunned. It seemed as though all hope was lost, and the Raiders would be destroyed in this final battle. But just when it seemed like all was lost, Ace had an idea. He signaled to his crew to prepare for a jump to hyperspace, but instead of jumping away from the fight, he had them jump directly into the heart of Thrax's fleet. The maneuver was risky, but it caught Thrax off guard and gave the Raiders a momentary advantage. The battle was fierce, but the Raiders fought with renewed determination. They piloted the Star Chaser with incredible skill, dodging incoming fire and weaving between enemy ships. Jax used his brute strength to board and take over enemy vessels, while Raze's precise shooting took out key targets. And Ace, always one step ahead, used his tactical genius to outmaneuver Thrax at every turn. In the end, the Raiders emerged victorious. Thrax's fleet was in shambles, and the Raiders had secured the map to the greatest treasure in the galaxy. As they made their way back to civilization, the crew was filled with a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that they had never felt before. But as they celebrated their victory, they also knew that their journey was far from over. The map they had obtained was only the first step in a perilous quest that would take them to the farthest reaches of space. It would test their skills, their courage, and their loyalty to each other. But as the Star Raiders looked to the future, they knew that they were ready for whatever lay ahead. For they were not just a crew of pirates, but a family bound by a shared sense of adventure and a fierce determination to succeed, no matter the odds.